What's going on? Just letting some people gather in the room, listen to some chill vibes and beats. Hey, Bill, John, what's going on? I'm in a rhyming mood tonight. Woo! So glad you guys are here. Honestly, it means a lot. We'll get started here in another minute or so. We've got a great show tonight. I hope you guys are stoked. Anyone who has been on any of my YouTube live videos, they'll be very familiar with this format. I have not brought this to Facebook yet, so tonight's the night. I know, it's like a cool beat, right? I was at the pool all day today after riding my bike for 2 hours. It was amazing. Worked on my book, which, by the way, is going swimmingly. Woohoo! All right. So greetings and salutations. What is going on this beautiful Monday night? How is everyone doing there in the chat? Chime in and let me know. What's going on? What are your hopes and dreams this week? What are your goals? But more importantly, how are you? That's what's important. All right, so I wanted to just first kind of talk a little bit about, ooh, my little money tree's like waving, hello. I wanted to just chime in with everybody and first talk about what it means to let go of negative energy. Now, we all have things in our lives that are draining us and we may not be aware, right? So when you become aware, sometimes you're not sure it's draining you until it's gone. I have encountered a scenario that has recently changed the course of my current situation, which is totally grateful in my eyes because it's freed up a lot of space for me to be creative. And over the last couple weeks, I haven't really said anything, but a lot of my friends, my close friends, know that things have changed for my daily routine, and it's been really great because it has lifted a lot of burdens away from me, where I actually feel more creative and back into my own skin. It's crazy how you think that something that is serving you is draining you. So if there's something right now that is on your mind that may be draining you, but you're not sure, chime in the chat and we're going to talk about it. We're going to work through this. This is improv Monday nights. You never know what you're going to get. And I am back. Bill, I am back. And I'm super stoked because I've got a great show for tonight. Okay, so, I've learned that I have to scroll down in the chat to see it. Celeste, Tabitha, what's going on? First day of college. Wow. Wow. What are you referencing, John? Your first day of college? Like, do you feel like today's your first day of college? I feel like I have graduated with a PhD of life, and I'm totally done with lessons. I'm done until they present themselves again in a different form and fashion, and then I'm going to relearn that lesson again. Hopefully I've learned it and I recognize it sooner than the next time. So, so happy to have you all here. And as we're going through the week, for improv, I would like to ask a question of you all. Oh, my mom's texting me, of course. Moms always know. They always know what you're up to, right? They always know. So here's my question for everybody. Do sandwiches taste better when someone else makes them? Right? I need you to chime in the chat and make me feel like I'm not by myself in this stance, because I do feel that whenever a sandwich is made for me, it tastes 10 times better than when I make it for myself. I could be standing side by side with my mom in the kitchen, and she's making my sandwich, and I'm telling her what ingredients to put in it, and I'm making my own sandwich. I guarantee you I feel like hers tastes better. It's totally true, right? Oh my gosh. So as I was thinking about this morning on my bike ride, riding around Chicago, that's closed, by the way. Summer has been canceled, and we're now headed into fall. Actually, no, we're in the dog days of summer, so that's great. But I was thinking, oh man, I'm really craving a Jimmy John's non-witch California turkey, avocado, cheese, whatever. And I'm thinking, I have all these ingredients at my house. I should make it myself. But you know what? I didn't. I was actually on the way to Jimmy John's to do that, and I ended up at a French bakery, and I got a Black Forest ham and Swiss cheese croissant. Whatever, it's a sandwich journey. Who else is on the sandwich journey this week? Like, listen, these are things that are important in summertime, right? I mean, if you think about it, you could buy all these ingredients for sandwiches. Oh, my madre. Again. Actually, just a reminder text. I put my phone on silent now, so if you try to call me, text me, you're not going to get me. But yeah, so I just feel that there's so much importance around making good food for yourself. And so I am actually going to propose an idea to my friends who live in Chicago or in the surrounding area, or if they're visiting soon, you know who you are. I think we should have a sandwich picnic, and we all make our own sandwiches, and then we do a maybe like a brown paper bag switcheroo. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? Hey Elizabeth, what's going on? We're talking about sandwiches. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Do you think that sandwiches taste better when someone else makes them? Everyone says yes. What's going on, Dawn? Woohoo! Hey, I tried to find you on LinkedIn today, but I couldn't find you. Not sure if you're on there or not, but I think it'd be a great platform for you to be on and us to be connected. So, as I was pulling cards, tonight we're only doing Beach Balance Life cards because I have a ton of Oracle cards, which I love and adore. But when it comes down to it, I have my Oracle cards that are in my heart and my soul. And so that's what we're doing. We're doing the Beach Balance Life cards. Not available for sale yet, so you got to come straight to the source to get the information. Okay, that was very not New York, but I was thinking about that. Okay, yes, Elizabeth, right? I know, right? If anyone disagrees that sandwiches are made better from somebody else, please tell me, because I want to know the secret. Because when it comes wintertime and when things come to a lockdown again, I want to make sure that I make the great sandwiches at home for myself. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. All right, so as a collective reading, today I pulled the Southwest Breeze card, which is amazing. Here in the Great Lakes in the United States, which I think Lake Michigan is actually the 6th largest body of water in the world. And Lake Superior is number 2 or 3. You can Google it, chime in, let me know if it's true. But the southwest breeze is the best breeze on the lake because it's literally blowing all the hot air off the land onto the lake. The water is flat as a pancake, and sailing is epic. It's epic. It's so great. You're literally, it's 90 degrees right now, which Celeste, I know in Arizona it's 105 or 120 probably, but here on the lake, that's, you know, we relish these days of heat. We do. So I feel that right now our current situation is all about being easy breezy, going with the wind, being on the leeward side of the boat, of the wind. And if you're not sure what that means, when you're in the islands and you're sailing on the leeward side of the island, it's literally the wind is coming onto the windward side, going over the island, so the wind's kind of breaking up and dissipating. And then when it gets to you, it's very subdued and chill. So I feel like we're all kind of in a spot right now where we are able to be chilled out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. We just had this energy with the new moon in Leo, and I'm going to tell you, as a Leo rising, I felt it finally. And then the moon went into Scorpio. I was like, hey. I love the moon in Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? But with the fire energy and then going into the Scorpio energy, like skipping over Virgo, which is the harvest, it's great. But it's been very wonderful. Hey, April, my Astro twin. I got my soul sister Celeste. I have my Astro twin in here, which, by the way, if you don't know what that means, I'm an Aries, Leo rising, Pisces moon. April is Aries, Pisces rising, Leo moon. And when we met in the Coaching Club Cafe, we're like, oh my God, this is crazy. We need to look at our charts and like see how similar and how different we are. But it's pretty cool. So we already have connected on this like deep soul level, and I've never met her in person. But anyway, so yes, we're all in this southwest breeze, chill, whatever. So the advice of being very cognizant on what could come up this week is there's a squall. If you don't know what a squall is, do your weather homework. A squall is basically something, is weather that just like churns up out of nowhere, and it's coming for you. So that is the challenge this week for the collective, everyone who's tuning in right now. And hey, Ken, what's going on? Woohoo! Great Lakes, that's what I'm talking about. Sailors in the house. So the squall is definitely an obstacle this week. But I do feel that the overall advice is to dock your boat and find a safe harbor and or round the mark. Like, it's time to take the one leg that you've been going on and sailing on for so long and round the mark. AKA, new chapter, check. All right? Turn the page. Would you turn the page? Would you turn the page? That's what I'm talking about, right? So that is the reading for the collective this week. So Ken, I don't know if you were in here, and April, if you were in here yet. The weekly question is, do you feel that a sandwich tastes better when someone else makes it? That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to shuffle the cards. Will you guys just chime in the chat and tell me what your favorite sandwich is? Because I'm like craving an Italian nightclub with some great seasoning and olive oil. Woo! Okay. And some fresh baked bread. Yum. Okay, so I I had 3 cards pop out for the readings. We're going to go into the readings for each sign. And I'm just going to pick a card of what element we're going to work with because I already picked the cards for the sign. I don't have the sign yet. So we're going to go with Earth signs. All right, I picked Earth signs. So Virgos, Earth signs. Yes, Ken, I know, right? Always. You know what? Side note, when I was in Ireland, we have these great, I remember flying in to my cousins that live in Ireland, and we went into Dublin, and we went to their house. It was super cool, and we were so starving from the flight, and you have to stay awake because you've had a 6-8 hour flight, right? So they made these great ham sandwiches, and then they put coleslaw on it. It was delectable. That crunch, the creaminess, and with the mixing with the salt and the ham and the cream, it was awesome. It was so good. What? Mom's PB&J. Tell me how that's special. BLT with cheddar cheese. Nice. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Ooh. I do like smoked Gouda. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I love cheese. If I could make a cheese sandwich out of cheese bread and cheese and more cheese, that would be like my dream come true. So good. Okay, so we're going to go into the signs now. So I'm just going to do the elements this week because, you know, I want to spend time with you guys and hang out and talk about cool things and not lose everybody going into every single astrology sign, right? So first I want to say for my earth signs, whose earth sign in the house? Type it in the chat, let me know. Okay, right now the current situation is telling you to fall off of the wind. Basically what that's saying is you need to calm yourself down and get to a spot where you're feeling grounded, right? Because when you're falling off the wind, you're dumping the wind out of your sails, and you are allowing for the boat to slow down. This is all about sailing tonight, you guys. Well, also some surfing and some scuba diving. So we'll see when we get there. And the reason why I say earth signs, I need you to fall off and take a breath and ground yourself on your current situation, whatever it may be, because the challenge this week is not a challenge, it's a summer maker. A summer maker is the best day of summer, and you can achieve this if you allow yourself to stop and take a breath. And if you're going to charge up wind and tighten in all the lines, it's not going to work. You're not going to get your summer maker, okay? So the summer maker is literally the best day on the Great Lakes where you have your southwest breeze, which by the way is the collective reading, and you are able to really just enjoy the warm breeze. You have perfect wind. The lake is super flat, and you're out for hours, literally 5 hours, and the moonlight's shining. I'm feeling like the moonlight. You can see it glaring on the water, like the whole stream of the moonlight. That's the summer maker. Right before sunset, and then sailing into the night. So the overall advice is you need to also slow it down a lot by 15 to 20 knots. So whatever you're doing right now, earth signs, I need you to pull in the reins, take a step back, and ground yourself, because in order to have this beautiful life that you're looking for, this beautiful blessing this week, you need to pull in the reins, literally. And I know that's like a horse term, so you know, riding a horse. It should be on the sailboat. What you want to do is you don't want to be in 15 to 20 knots of wind. You want to back it down and dial it back to 5 knots of wind. So that's where you are right now, my earth signs this week, okay? Hey, Nikki, what's going on? Oh, Ken, you're a Gemini. John, you're not sure if you're a Libra or not? But that's why we're here. So you can Google that. Honestly. Okay, so since I'm not going to shuffle the cards yet, but that was kind of fun. There are 3 cards coming out and then picking the sign to read for. Let me see if that comes out again, because the universe is amazing. Yep, it's going to happen again. Oh, it's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Ooh. Oh, okay. I have the 3 cards for the next sign. So we've already done earth signs. Bye. We're going to go with air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. If you think you're a Libra, you probably are one. I'm just kidding, John, but I think you might be one. Okay, so The overall energy right now is one leg at a time. So when you're doing a sailboat race, you're literally doing one leg at a time. As I talked about that in the collective reading a few minutes ago, it's all about rounding the mark, starting a new chapter. So one leg is literally one chapter of the story, one leg of the race, okay? So right now, that's your energy for my air signs. And the challenge this week is 5 to 10 knots, and that card means in the Beach Balance Life Oracle deck, aka my brain, it means that you need to go smoothly and work your way through the one leg of the race and complete it. Don't try to like skip from 0 to 60 or aka 0 to 20 knots, okay? You need to go 5 to 10 knots, complete the leg, and then round the mark. And your overall advice this week is to go downwind, okay? You may not feel like you're doing any speed going downwind, but you actually are going just as fast. It just doesn't feel like it because the wind is at your back, okay? So you need to just really just relax, go with the flow. Don't try to force things this week. Don't be forceful, and make sure that you're completing that chapter before you round the mark so you can close it, be done with it, and never have to go back until you go downwind, round the mark, and come back upwind. But it depends on the course you're on. We never know, right? All right, cool. All right, so those are the signs. That's the reading for my air signs. I'm loving picking the cards before I pick the element. That's so cool. All right, so let's see. Whoop. All right. Ah. Okay. All right. So we're done with the air signs. I like to throw the cards. I wonder where that went. It just went up in the air and never came back down. Okay. So we have 2 signs left. I'm going to shuffle the cards and we are going to do fire signs. What's going on? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So the reading for the advice this week for the Improv Tarot, because you never know what you're going to get, especially with a fire sign. Woo! Right now, the overall energy fire signs, my advice is to take the helm. It's time for you to take the helm and start driving the boat where you want it to go. Point it up into the wind, fall off the wind. Wherever you want it to go, decide the course, because you need to do that. Because the overall challenge this week is you might feel uninspired, so you want to dock your boat. But don't do it. Don't do it, because you need to keep moving forward. Because if you don't pick the course that you want to be on and you become imbalanced with a decision, you're not going to be able to move forward. So the challenge is you don't want to dock the boat, okay? You want to keep moving forward. And the overall advice for my fire signs this week is to be 5 to 10 knots. So do this slowly. Very similar to the air signs. You need to take the helm, prevent docking, keep moving on your course. You're making baby steps, okay? You're just sailing. You're just kind of like 5 to 10 knots is super chill. It's not, I mean, most of the time your sails are flogging, and we all, if you've been on any of my YouTube live videos, you know how I feel about floggy sails, which I'm sure we're all on the same page. Chime in the chat. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. So yes, so air signs, you need to take it easy this week. Prevent giving up on your hopes and dreams. Just take a little step at a time. That's all you need to keep moving forward. I'm serious, and you will get there. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? Oh, I love my Aries. Psh. Yeah, all right. So we're down to be the water signs. And the only reason I didn't pull the 3 cards before that they're pulling themselves out is because that's the last element. Ooh, okay. This is actually appropriate because the moon's in Scorpio. Hey. So right now, the current energy for my water signs, which are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios, that's right, Bill, no floggy sails. So the advice I have for you, my water signs, is right now, The energy feels that you are just like closing up and like battening down the hatches, and that's okay, because the challenge is you might have a new passion or love interest going on where you're sharing quarters. It could be in your mind, it could be in your physical body, it could be your mental body or your physical body, whatever body, everybody, right? Everybody. Okay. But yeah, so that's the challenge. So you want to make sure that you are providing a space for people that are that you want to share this with. Because the challenge is you are going to share quarters with somebody or you're not. Obviously, I would think you'd want to. I mean, who doesn't? But the overall advice is when you do that and you create this sacred space for whatever this passion is, whether it's a project or a love interest or anything or a work project, whatever, or even just taking care of yourself, you provide this space for yourself, you are literally going to have the luck of the lotto. You are a shooting star. That's the overall advice, is making sure that you have created this space. We, a Party Coaching Club Cafe, we watched a video from Wayne Dyer, and it was talking about how we all have this space where we can expand in, and we're given this lump of like clay or Play-Doh, whatever, and we can mold it however we want. But no matter what, we're definitely going to be able to create it, right? But it's, if you decide to co-create with the universe, then things will start moving forward, right? So this is a reading for everybody. This is going into everybody, because we all need to keep that space sacred, right? If you don't, then you're not co-creating with the universe, okay? So that's the message here. And so just, if you're not sure about co-creating, literally you can go on YouTube, look up Abraham Hicks co-creation, or being in the right place at the right time, or getting into the vortex, or anything like that. Those are really great videos. And while you're at it, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. I'm trying to build my subscriber base over there so I can do more fun things once I hit 1,000 subscribers, because right now my hands are tied. But anyway, so I'm going to look in the chat and see what's going on. And if I feel called to, I'll do a couple readings for people that are new, primarily first. So if you're still here, Melissa, Elizabeth, Ken, and Nikki. So if you guys would just chime in the chat, or whoever's still here, let's see, the magic word would be, you need to type in the word, oh my gosh, like I don't want to say that. I'm trying to think of a magical word. Arugula. Arugula. Because that's what I'd put on my sandwich. Arugula, and some smoked Gouda, and some Grey Poupon, on a croissant. That sounds delightful. So chime in the chat, and I'll pull a card for you. Which, by the way, everyone who wants to know, again, back to my YouTube channel, I drink alkaline water with peppermint oil in it. Make sure the peppermint oil is ingestible. So you didn't hear it from me. Do your own research, but that's what I do, because it's like keeps me high vibe. Loving it, loving it. Woo! It's like Antarctica. It's like I just swallowed Antarctica. Okay. All right, cool. Nikki, I'm going to pull a card for you. You don't have to ask a question, because I really feel and I trust in the divine and the universe and my abilities to just give you a message with just one card. All right. So the universe is telling me that whatever project you're working on or whatever you're trying to manifest, you need to just release it, let it go. You've already put in your order with the universe. It's time for you to just fall off the wind. And you know what? We're all going to be sailors. You guys are, I'm going to teach you all sailing And then when you're going to actually go out sailing, you're going to know what you're talking about, okay? You need to fall off the wind and just relax, okay? Because when you are putting an order into the universe of saying, hey, I want to manifest this, or here's my ideal house, or blah, 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 that's great. Boom, the universe got the order. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and you put in your order with the waitress or the waiter, and you're like, I would like this, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, great. And they just disappear and they don't come back for a while, and you're sitting there, you're sidetracked with your company and your friends. When you're not falling off the wind and you're headed upwind and you're pressing the issue, you're literally going up to the waiter going, hey, tapping on the back, hey, did you get my order? Did you get my order? Did you get my order? You're following them into the kitchen. Hey, did you get my order? And they're like, dude, leave me alone. I'm on it, right? That's what the universe is trying to tell you. All right. That is my reading for Nikki. Chime in and let me know if that resonates for you. All right, John. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's see. I feel like I'm cheating. Look at the cards. Ooh, John. The universe is telling me to tell you to take the helm. Whatever you're doing right now, you need to get off of autopilot and take the helm, tighten up the lines, and go where you want to go. Don't be so lackadaisical and, just floating along, bobbing, being buoyant. You need to take control a little bit. And whatever project or passion you're working on, or whatever is going on in your life, I need you to really just own it. Time for you to take control. Be the leader of the ship. Don't be the crew. Don't be the rail meat. And if you guys don't know what rail meat is, oh, that's awesome, Nikki. I'm glad. If you don't know what rail meat is, when you're sailing, you have to Ken, you could probably chime in on this because I believe you're a sailor, right? So when you're rail meat, you're literally just sitting there. You're dead weight. You're just sitting on the boat, keeping the boat balanced, right? After you've tacked and you're doing a leg of the race and you're hiking out to keep the balance. I don't really like to call it rail meat. I like to call it rail jewelry. I actually asked one of my friends, I said, hey, I want to come sailing on Wednesday. Can I be some rail jewelry? He's actually like, no, can you help me co-captain the boat? Of course. And I was like, yeah, totally. So anyway, so that is my message to you, John. All right. All right, moving on. Elizabeth. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, flew right out of the deck. Round the mark. This is part of the message for the collective that I said earlier, rounding the mark. It's time for you to close the leg that you're on, turn a new chapter, close it out. You're done. You finished it. Round the mark. It's pretty simple. I mean, I could go into more detail, but it's really just, you just need to move on. So whatever it is, that project or whatever, be done with it. Next. Okay. Ken, what's going on? Let's see what, ooh. We have the docking card for you. Interesting. Okay, so hold on, I'm tuning into you. Okay, I feel what the docking card for you, Ken, is I feel that you've been stationary. I feel that you've been at the dock too long. I feel that don't take offense, I feel like you're the guy or the girl or the boat that's at the dock that no one ever takes out. That poor boat is like, please take me out on the lake. And you're like, I just come and hang out on you. And, I feel it's time to throw off the lines and get out of the harbor and go on a little adventure, even if it's for an hour. That's what I'm thinking for you, okay? I think that you need to just kind of break up the energy and brush off the cobwebs or the spider webs, which we all know in sailing, spiders love boats. Spiders fly in the air and they love boats. You could be in the middle of Lake Michigan or the middle of the ocean. A spider will find you and hang out. Same with flies. So I think that it's time for you to just throw up the lines, dust everything off, and just, even if it's not a major move, I just even think of it as just like an hour venture, an hour sail or whatever. That's what you need to do. Okay. All right, all right. Ooh, okay, I just saw a Virgo sun up there. Hold on. Oh, Flogging Molly's. It's a great ska band, right, John? Woo! Bill knows. I read the chat from the bottom up. I literally, I was thinking about that the other day when I was looking at a magazine, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm reading the magazine from the back to the front. Because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything cool. Oh, cool. Already in the plans, Kim. That's awesome. What is it? What are you doing? Are you going on a vacation? Are you going camping? Are you painting a house? I don't know why I got that. Yeah. Oh, John, cool. I'm not a carpenter, but I do know how to hit the nail on the head. My intuition is all about just knowing. And I was on a call earlier today, on this day of whatever, Monday, August 24th. I was on a call and on a group call, and we were talking about how listening to your gifts, you don't need cards. They're a tool. I have so many oracle card decks. it could be equivalent to a shoe collection for some people. And I find that my cards, these lovely index cards, well, actually I cut them from some I don't know, thick paper, and I don't even need them. It's just more of a talking point because I just know what to say. I know how to tune into people, and it comes in as my own voice, and I trust it. And so people are always like, I don't understand. How do you know that? I mean, I've talked to people before that they're like, just on the street, they're like, how did you know that? And I don't just go up and say, hey, something, blah, blah, blah. But I'll be in conversation with them and be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 something about a tattoo. And they'll say, how did you know I have a tattoo? I'm like, I didn't. And I didn't know that I was even saying that I knew you had a tattoo. I just say things. And a cottage, Ken, are you painting a cottage? Oh my God. Please say yes. Oh my God. But yeah, so I just know. And those are my gifts. And so that's why I became a part of Coaching Club Cafe, and that's why I am part of the coaching and psychic hotline that we offer for everybody, because it's all about getting a deeper reading. And if you want deeper readings, I have email services where you can ask 3 questions, or you can get a 25-minute reading for I don't know, $50 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's on the Coaching Club Cafe website. And I just know, and I get to the point straight away because I'm an Aries. I'm impatient, and I have a lot of energy and a lot of fire. I have a stellium in Aries. If you don't know what that is, I literally have, my birth chart has 5 planets, a couple asteroids in it as well, in the planet, or in the house, the 9th house of Aries, which is all about spirituality, travel, adventure, and it literally it's fire. Fire. So I encourage you all as homework between now and next Monday, because I'm going live every Monday now. I encourage everybody to go look at their birth chart and just do some studying and start educating yourselves on how to look at it, what it means, focus on your rising sign the most because that's where it's going to be most accurate. And also AKA the ascendant sign. So I highly recommend that. But yeah, John, that's great. You're trusting your intuition and your energy, and it's so much clearer, right? I mean, I was riding my bike the other day, and I go on this path. Literally, it's like a 10 to 18 mile, depending on how far I want to go. And there's a lot of crime going on in Chicago. I don't know if people know that. I kind of just like, I don't know, live in my own little bubble, but people tell me. No, I'm kidding. I keep myself educated. But I literally was like, oh, I'm going to go on this normal path that I go on. And I heard myself say, you know what? Don't. And I'm like, for real? So I just turned around and went the other way. I didn't go. But what I do know is I probably missed some sort of riffraff, you know? I don't question it anymore. I literally just trust it. And I don't get FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm like, whatever. I've got other cool stuff going on. So yeah. So, woo. Hey, Brenda, what's going on? Oh, she's a coach at Coaching Club Cafe too. She's working on a book, just like me. And we're going to have a summit here in the fall, which would be pretty epic. We don't have a date set yet. My intent is to be on TED Talks in the next year. So if anyone has any connections, because it's all about who you know, let me know, because I've got some things to say. Hey, Suwani, what's going on? Okay, so let's see. Melissa. Oh. Gemini in the house. No, Libra. John, you're an air sign, you ding dong. Okay. Oh, I just saw, who was that? Virgo sun? Oh, Jenna. Cool. Cool. Are you still here, Jenna? Suwani. Okay, I'm pulling cards. I'm just pulling one card. I'm going to do intuitive reading. I'm just using this as a tool. And, ooh, girl. Okay, so what I have for you right now is I do feel that you have been in a pattern that's getting ready to change, literally with the next 24 to 48 hours. I pulled the Mare's Tail card, and if you're a gangsta weather watcher like myself, you know what a Mare's Tail is. And what it is when you look up at the weather pattern in the clouds, it looks like a sweeping motion, like a ponytail. And if you look close enough, you can see the rainbow crystals. Like you can see the water if you look through polarized sunglasses. That specific wind or cloud pattern means the weather is going to change. So something is going to change for you in the next 24 to 48 hours. I would love for you to message me and let me know what it is, because it just confirms that my messages are on fleek. Brenda! Yay! I love seeing my coaches in here, and April was in here too. Woo woo! Cool. Oh, so your question is, Suwani, if you have an opportunity, or you have an opportunity, you get it. I think you're going to know within the 24 to 48 hours. I don't know if it's yes or no. Usually a Mare's Tail is like the weather is changing for the worst. Sorry. Usually it's nice weather. That means a storm's coming. But you'll have to let me know. I mean, I don't like to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So let me know. If you don't get this opportunity, always know that there's something better around the corner. I mean, listen, we are all powerful creators. We can create anything like that out of thin air. If you put your mind to it and you really want it, you'll get it. But do you really want it? That's the question. So you have to message me and let me know. Let me know what happens with that opportunity. Don't be discouraged if it's not the right one, because I feel if it isn't, there's a new one coming on right behind it. All right, John. Hey, Don't forget to share my YouTube channel to your 5,000 friends. I appreciate you and I love you. Hugs. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna head out. It's been an awesome evening with you guys. I love it. I totally feel that the energy has changed. Please chime in the chat before I close out. Do you feel that the reading tonight's been totally different? Because I'm going to tell you that I was under so much stress probably the last like 2 months that I was not myself. And this is the true me, like talkative, being all in my Leo energy, being on stage, primping my hair, you know, being funny. Oh, that's right, Bill. See it, feel it, and it is yours. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Have a wonderful week. Oh, I love you, Celeste. Oh, my soul sister. Yay. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. All right. I will see you next Monday. Go over to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting more pick a card readings, and I have some other cool videos I'm working on right now that you guys are going to really love. It's all very interactive, and don't be surprised. Make sure you put the notification bell on this the YouTube channel, because I'm going to start going live over there as well, and I'm going to figure out how to go live simultaneously through Facebook. But I'm going to start doing some more pop-ups because I just feel inspired. All right. You guys have an awesome week. I'm so happy you joined me, and I will see you all soon. Bye. Take it easy. Happy Monday.